When I record my lessons for the month, I usually just take the time to journal and make sure my thoughts are in order before I record, just so that it is flowing easily and it's concise. I want to show how much I've learned throughout the year. And I think just to end the first quarter of the year, I should take some time to just say what I'm thinking, stream of consciousness. And I think it's fitting for the lesson that I learned this month. I felt very weak this month. I started off feeling sick. Then, when I started to recover, I started my period. Could have been the other way around, if I'm gonna be honest, but either way, I didn't start off strong. And once I started to feel better, I jumped right into working out again. And I don't know why, but I didn't keep up with it. Work became a majority of my life, and I just felt like I didn't have any control. I felt like work was all I was doing. I would wake up and start working and work into the night until I had to get ready for bed and repeat that process for weeks. It was stressful and unsustainable, and I feel like I'm still reaping the repercussions of that. I don't feel like I'm fully there anymore. I feel like a hollowed version of myself, and I found myself at the very beginning of the month realizing how angry I am all the time, and to go from angry to stressed to just numb, and not even entirely numb because there are certain occurrences that just annoyed the hell out of me. And so that anger is starting to creep up from the numbness, and I don't want to be that. I worked so hard throughout my life to no longer be as angry of a person as I used to be. And I took a step back and I realized that I need to reflect with myself. I need to figure out who it is that I want to be and who can I be. And part of me needs to reflect on my entire life and think about which version of myself was the best version of myself so far. Is that version of myself gone? Can I bring that version of myself back to who I am now with the experiences that I've gained and make her better? That's what I want to do. And at this point in time, I think the best version of myself was the version of me in 2019 who was happy and actually enjoying the things that I was doing, so much so that I was just so kind to everyone I came in contact with. And I miss that. I miss being so happy with my life that I could spread that to other people. I never said that out loud. That shit hurts. I want to bring that version of me back. And that version of me came to be because how stressful college was and how awful it was. And I realized that I could make it through the rest of my college career without being super stressed out. Instead of taking 4 to 6 classes, I was taking 3, only to do a summer project that I was really excited to do, to jump into a semester where I was pretty much getting all of my academic credits from my internship, and took 1 class, and it was freeing, and I loved that version of me. And of course, from there, I moved back home, and the pandemic hit, and I was forced into isolation, and I lost so much of her. But that's okay, because I know how I got there, and I got there from relief. So going back to this month being super stressful and me being super angry, I think when I finally get a chance to have a break, I'm going to feel free. And I'm going to be able to indulge in my free time, and I'll be able to be happy again and to spread happiness into the world. And with spreading that happiness, it makes me even more happy, and that cycle can just continue. I don't need to get back into who I was in 2019, as I wasn't entirely happy. I was dependent on other people for my happiness, and there were people who entered my life in 2019 who greatly affected my mental stability. And even though that I was destroyed at points of that year, I can still look back and think that was the happiest I ever was, because I was able to spread it on to other people. I wish I did write this script out. I wish I did think this through, because figuring out who I want to be is something so valuable and something that I should fully flesh out. People are trying their hardest to become the best version of themselves. What is a life that you dream of, and what can you do to achieve it? And can you show up as that person every day? And I want to show up as the best version of myself every day. And right now, I just don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be annoyed by how little other people give, how insensitive people can be. I want to be grateful that there are people who cherish themselves, and it sucks that they don't take my thoughts into consideration, but it's amazing that they can at least see what they want for themselves and do it. I want to do that, but without hurting people. And I think when I wake up every day and allow other people to ruin my day, to make me angry, to annoy me, I am not putting myself in a position where I can be happy. I think I need to write out who it is that I am, who it is that I want to be, and show up as that person every day. I have to sit and think of how hard that question is and come to terms with the fact that at certain points in my life I was closer to the best version of myself. And it sucks that I'm not that person now, but I'm looking forward to it becoming easy again to just be who I want to be, who I need to be in order to be happy. I'm so sick of being angry all the time, being angry every day, being so fragile in a sense of I can wake up and one person do something to inconvenience me and my day is over. I don't want to be that angry anymore. I want to roll with the punches. I want to look at inconveniences no longer as an obstacle, but as a puzzle, something that I can solve. And there are just certain puzzles that you don't need to handle every day. And you can put a pin in it, walk away, grab some tea, and come back to it when it's ready. Not everything is important, and I need to remember that. And figuring out who I am and who I want to be. Not only am I considering traits that I want to show up as every day, I'm also considering what is important to me and what matters. And if something doesn't align with my values, then I shouldn't stress about them. I think I forgot who I am, and that's why I'm so angry. I forgot who I used to be, and I forgot I can be the best version of myself. And it sucks that I lost so much, but I'm glad that I caught myself before I was too far gone to even notice that I was becoming a problem. This month I learned that I am still an angry person, even though I worked hard to not be throughout so much of my life. Negative traits can creep back, and without practice, the positive traits you had will not be your new normal until you work at them so much that they just are natural. And I'm hoping that to be the case. It was the case at some point in my life, so I'm sure it can be in the future. LL Cool J ass hair. That's not him. Oh my god. Who's the rapper? Oh my god, from Candid. That's what I meant. Coolio. Holy shit.